Okay, so this is part two of imposter syndrome. I just wanted to explain the symptoms, and it's very simple. The symptoms of these dog women that I exposed in part one, that's the symptoms of the imposter age. Like when I said that they think being mean to somebody is being nice, and stealing from them is showing that you love them or like them, right? That is a symptom of the imposter age. If you are someone who read my blog and said you liked me, or you liked my book, you liked reading my book, and your first instinct was, I'm gonna steal her shit, you are a dog with imposter syndrome. Because I'm gonna tell you, those would only be the people still having it right now, if I'm being honest. Because everybody had it. Even I had it. It was called COVID. It had a lot of names. It had a lot of names. But the main name that they stuck with this time was COVID, right? Some of us heard it was coronavirus. They was like, we got to call it coronavirus, but then they changed it to COVID. It just officially became COVID. And before that, the earliest name was just imposter syndrome. That's what it was. And like I said, there was people, or I tried to say, people on YouTube who were trying to explain it as imposter syndrome, and it didn't make sense. It felt like they were saying a lot but saying nothing at the same time, right? It was just sometimes this thing where you were working and you felt like, I don't belong in this job. And it's because the imposter put you there, or it's because one of the dogs was trying to remove you so they can replace you with a worshiper of Satan, like they did at the police department. Okay, so now I want to talk about that actually, because if you know the symptoms of the dog, then you can tell that you have COVID, but you should not have COVID anymore because it's basically been cleaned the fuck out. If you still acting like you got COVID, you are one of them and you're hiding. Remember when I said that they found out that they can multiply through sex, which was great for them, right? Because they're soul suckers, and the greatest way to suck the soul out of a nigga is through sex. And when they found out they can multiply that way, they used it in droves. They did it so fucking much. Demons found out that you can just go up a witch's asshole to sit in her stomach and make her give birth to you. And because she's already a slut, she wouldn't think that that's what's happening to her. She wouldn't think that she's being raped because she's a witch, right? She should think something spiritual might be going on. That's why I feel like something crawled up my ass, right? But no, she's already dirty. She just thinks, oh, she's having a gay moment where she wants to do anal, right? And it's that's another way they like to come in. That's what they described to me, right? But I was gonna tell you because I am literally trying to be a criminal investigator on this shit. Spirit, like I talked about in my book, Spirit Detective work, because I was inspired by a damn cartoon. Yes, Yu Yu Hakusho, but guess what? So are these bitches in Hollywood. They are inspired by everything goofy, cartoony, and just dastardly, like that nigga Satan. So it's like me too. And I wanted to show you this. I want to show you this. Hold on. I already drew it and I wrote down the notes that I have for her. This is what they look like. Okay? Remember when I said they came as men? This is what they ugly asses looked like first. And I said without makeup and surgery, this is what they will always look like. Right? They came black, they came white. It doesn't matter. They looked like this. And their face, like their nose, is always slightly skewed. Slightly skewed. There was this guy, I forgot his name, but he was in this show called Teen Wolf. He was one of them. He was one of them, and he had a face that was skewed. Okay, then there was another one who had the same damn problem, and she was a black woman. Her face was skewed. Now there are a lot of them that look different, but this one, this type, she's the original. She always has these small ass, squinty ass eyes and this pointy nose, and her mouth always looks like it's pursed. Like she's like just sticking it out a little bit. Like, that's how you know her. Like I said, Ruth, but as a black woman. Because when she is a white woman, she is old and ugly and looks like a monkey. She looks like a monkey. And she's always old as a white. She always has gray hair, pale skin, and monkey-like features. Okay? But when she's a black woman, she tends to have like straight hair wigs on or bust downs, whatever you call it. Sometimes she likes to put her hair up in a ponytail to really show that she's a warrior because she believes a ponytail is a warrior type of, thing. Um, like I said, she always has these dumb, small ass, squinty ass eyes and this pointy nose and these pursed lips. And when I got arrested because of, imposter syndrome, there was two women that looked like this. Two women at the police department that looked like this. Like, I mean, like, I thought they were fucking twins. And I was tripping. When they said these bitches was making clones of themselves, they was really doing that shit. Right? And they was doing it the good old fashioned way, giving birth. They wasn't actually doing that other cloning shit that the Chinese and the Mexicans were doing, right? They were actually just giving birth and telling the kids to just look like that. This is what Ruth looks like when she's black, like her actual face. There are some black variants that she has of herself that do not look like this, but I now realize after some time that every black one I met who has this exact face, that's Ruth or a copy of her. I just say it's just straight up Ruth or a copy of her, right? And my mom knew a woman who looked like this, who had the same goofy makeup. Like she had, squinty eyes, a pointy nose, and a little mouth where her lips looked like she was like, kind of bitchy or something like that, right? And when I tell you, they act exactly how you would think, dumb on purpose. They act extremely stupid. Every girl I met that looked like this, every black one I met, they act extremely stupid and they think it's cool or cute. And that shit ain't cute. And I'm just telling you, this, as a criminal investigation, this is what normally they'll look like. Okay? And I wanted to show in Hollywood who I know, at least. Because I already said in the first one, Justin, I believe he is one of them. Right? And then...
Let's retire. I don't want you putting yourself in danger.
Oh, shit. Then I said, I was like, I'm pretty sure Haley's one of them, too. But, let me see. Because Haley had this boring-ass show. Well, I guess it was interesting enough, but it was gross. It was called What's in My Bathroom? Yeah, What's in My Bathroom? Lori. Yeah. She did an interview with Lori Harvey. Let me just put this shit on my TV. Okay, so hold on. Like, right, it's gonna take some time. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, so it's on. Look at Haley.
Hey everyone, it's Haley. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from the bathroom.
She got those squinty ass eyes. It's crazy though. Because like I said, sometimes there are variables, right? So they don't get caught. She has those squinty ass eyes. And she did try to tell me one time. I didn't believe this bitch. But she did try to tell me one time that she was black once. I didn't believe her. But it's adding up. So that's why I'm telling you. I mean, I still low-key don't believe her. But it's adding up to how every time I see a black woman who is an ancestor of Ruth, they always look like this with the squinty eyes and shit and the pointy nose. Yeah, she got the squinty eyes and the pointy nose that I was talking about. Except her eyes are bigger and she's white now, right? But that's not what I'm trying to show you.
To you. We have another situation today in the bathroom, and I'm very excited to celebrate our holiday episode with none other than Lori Harvey.
Okay, this bitch. She normal looking, right? Compared to what I just showed here. Oh, bitch. Oh, like, I feel like, oh, this is where it gets crazy, though. This is where it gets crazy, right? So, this is Lori Harvey. Apparently, she's somebody that Ruth wanted to get famous. So, she took care of her. When the dogs was silly enough, because remember, I told you in the last one, they were trying, because, oh, God. Oh, okay. They were trying to get me not to rat them out and to not kill their whole shit or just them, right? So they was going through various methods, time looping back, thinking, how do we get this girl to shut up? How do we get this girl to shut up? Because we can't kill her, right? So they was just telling me all this crazy shit, and sometimes they would reveal some truth bombs that added up with what a celebrity actually told me. Like when they revealed to me that they try to be black because they want to be righteous, and that, you know, they always look like this. And then I find out that Haley believes that she was black one time. I'm like, okay, that adds up. That adds up. But the thing is, what's her name? Lori. Yes, Lori came to me one time. Remember when I told you that they was praying to the baby spirits? They was praying to the baby spirits. She didn't come to me once. She came to me several times, actually. When they prayed to kids, they just be saying any old type of shit. And I'm literally trying to tell you. Lori came to me one time and said that she is Ruth, okay? And that she doesn't think Ruth is a bad person because every time Ruth comes back to her, that's what she said, that Ruth comes back to her. I'm like, what? That every time Ruth visits her, she's always good to her and says, I want to be good to you. Don't shake shit up. I didn't know what that meant, but I think she was telling me to become Christian. So I'm praying to you to help me be a Christian. Remember how I said they prayed to us and worshiped us to stay relevant? For real, the real truth as to why they used us baby spirits is because our pure energy made certain things happen for them. Like when they needed money and they prayed to us, they got it. When they needed someone to think that they were a good, wholesome person, they would try to suck the life out of us to put it on themselves, and then they would end up getting something from it. Like the person would give them a TV show, or they would get married, or the person would get hired to be in a big time movie. That's what they were using us for. And she was praying to me so she could finally be a real Christian because the spirit of Ruth told her. And this is what she was saying to me, right? So you see her. I watched this over and over again because I actually thought this was cute. I didn't know this at the time, right? But she literally, oh my God, I don't know if she's still around. I don't know if she's still fucking alive, but she admitted to me that Ruth gave her the life she has by telling her to pretend that she is a Harvey, and she's not. She told me this, that she watched over Steve Harvey and his family for a long time and realized he's a stupid dog too. They think that he is one of them. So she just told him, just pretend because you basically are his family anyway. And so she started calling herself Lori Harvey. And she said, my name actually used to be Lorraine or some shit like that. I actually can't really remember, but it's Lori now, right? And she said her name was Lori Harvey. And okay, I shouldn't stop. Like, I gotta take this seriously because I don't want people to think I'm lying because I thought she was lying. And I don't know why they would come to me with this bullshit, but being a child is great sometimes now. When adults look at you like you're fucking stupid and they just tell you the craziest shit, it feels good sometimes to know that they really think you're a fucking moron just because you're a kid. But I must have, yeah, like, because she's older. She's way older than what she seems. So I guess I did look like a kid to her at the time because I wasn't a fucking baby, but she was still praying to me. Because of my energy, something they kept saying, why is your energy so consistent? The other ones grew out of it, you did not. So for a long time, they kept coming to me. They kept using me in Kabbalah, even after I got aware and I left. And I was against it. And they still kept doing it. And I just wanted to show you. There's this one scene in here where she just she fucking lies and says, because Haley asks her, "What do you like to do for Christmas?" And she starts making shit up, talking about some monkey bread. She makes up this bread that nobody's ever heard of before called monkey bread. And she says that her mom makes it and that they all get around and eat it. And Haley did say that. Haley did say that to me as well. She told me that. She was like, I just made that shit up. And Haley tried to fucking con my ass. She was laughing. Oh my God, help me. Anyway, Haley tried to fuck her ass up by actually bringing the monkey bread to her. And she was like, oh, I didn't know. Oh, she looked a little surprised. I don't know if you can tell here, but it's just that I should have just left it playing. Like, oh my God. Because I don't know. It's not really that relevant. I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was funny how she said, I just made that shit up. I said my mom brings monkey bread into the house and then we all eat it. And Haley had it sitting right there on the table, even though she made that shit up. She didn't expect that. That's. Girl, this is scary. I'm actually low-key scared. Oh my God. Like, so now you see them eating it, right? The problem is that they all do this. The thing about these dog creatures, this is a symptom of them, is that they lie for no reason. They lie all the time for no reason. When they get pretty enough like this, they get convincing. And you can tell. And that's another reason why they wanted to be rich and famous, because they would watch reality shows like late show or Jimmy Kimmel. They would watch reality shows where they would have a segment where the celebrity would just walk into somebody's house and the people would be okay with that, instead of just saying, no, I don't feel comfortable with this person in my house. Obviously they probably had to go to a bunch of houses before somebody said yes, right? But the dogs saw shit like that and was like, dang, strangers will let you just stay over into their house with a camera because you're famous. We gotta be famous. Like, we gotta kick this shit up. So the main ones, what is there? I called out 5 of them in my book. Okay. So I'm like, these 2 right here, Lori and Haley, I'm definitely sure they are descendants of those bitches. Okay. But in my book, in my black book, I said 3 of them were the main culprits, right? Because the other 2 were kind of like NPCs in a way. So it was 2 Alicias and 1 named Ruth, right? But I didn't talk about the male one, which is just Ruth when she's a man. And his name is Grimm. And the reason I didn't talk about him is because the black book is about the West, right? And I don't know, God just didn't want me to bring him up because he deserves a book on his own. That's how wicked and demonic he is, right? His name is Grimm, and he is known to be a spirit that torments the East. He does not really stay in the West. He torments a lot of Japanese people specifically, too. And so that's why. But what I was trying to say is that it was Ruth's idea to always be the black girl and Alicia's idea to always be the white girl. That's what I feel like when I see these 2. I feel like this is like one of Alicia's daughters or some shit, and this is one of Ruth's daughters. Because I'm saying it is because, well, she told me that. She told me herself. But Haley never said that to me. She just says she doesn't know what she is. When she was praying to me, she just wanted to know, where does she belong in the world? What is she? You know what I'm saying? And when I was a kid at the time listening to these prayers, I was like, how would I answer these? You know, how would a child answer these? That's not the point. The point is, though, is that we had these bitches sitting on our fucking TV and they're irrelevant. Haley doesn't do anything. Okay, you can say she's a model. That's good enough. But I want you to notice how they're all models. Hi. They're all models. Like, all of them. Shoot. It's funny how it went off when it said that. Like, I look like a model, but my tits are too big. Anyway, what was I trying to say? I'm a little bit happier now after getting out that first story. Like, that was hard. Anyway, shoot, look at that one. I wonder what that one is. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, they're all models. You have to recognize that though. That they don't do anything else but look pretty. Once the dogs find out that plastic surgery and makeup can change their whole fucking face, they run with that shit, and the only job they can do is be a model or an escort. And these are the girls we have to watch out for. The influencers who are only good at being pretty, because when I said that they were trying to multiply and be fruitful, they were really trying to fucking multiply and be fruitful. These dog women are probably everywhere, and I guarantee you, if we look into it, we'd find out that 99% of the influencers that were coming out between 2016 and now, they're probably all ancestors or copies. I said ancestors, predecessors of them. Yeah, that's the right word. They're probably all copies, children, predecessors, whatever word you want to use, of these demon women that Satan brought into this world, right? So do what you will with that information. Me personally, I'm gonna put a hit on these bitches. I think all of them should die. I know they look all happy and clean and Christian, and you think, oh my God, no. Why would she say that? But trust me, bitch, when I said they was praying to me like I was actually a therapist and a God, they was telling me the nasty shit they was doing. Haley, remember when I said no blind items with me? Remember when I said no blind items? I meant that shit. Haley fucking told Justin. She's married to Justin, by the way. I don't know if we remember that, but she's married to Justin Bieber. And she told him to rape their son. I don't know why the fuck she did that. But she confessed that to me when she was praying to me. I didn't know, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why. But she told Justin to rape Jack Blues Bieber, and they did it. And it was backstage at a Somber concert. It was just something about Somber that just made her feel freaky, like a dog would, right? And she just wanted something crazy to happen, and that's what happened. And they told me, shut the fuck up about it. Like, it's none of your business afterwards. Because they got a little, they grew a bit of a bigger brain, I guess, and said she's actually a real person. Like, she's not a dead baby spirit. She's a real person. You told a real person. I'm sure Justin said that to her. Because she came back and was like, mind your fucking business. And I'm like, bitch, I didn't even... You put me in your business. The fuck? Like, before Justin did this to me, I liked him, so I prayed for him because I thought he was a real Christian. Never more. Never more. You don't have to worry about me being in your fucking business because both of you are fucked up, right? But it's just that I'm sure Justin came to her like, she's a real person. You told her that shit, and she could tell people one day. And like, bitch, yes, I am telling people. And people are going to watch this and think she's either lying or she really is suicidal, like she said, and she just giving it all away, bitch. She giving it all away. And it don't matter what happens now to me. I just want everybody to know that with each new video I come out with, I want them to say the same thing that I said. Why has no one shut this establishment down yet? Why has no one shut this down? Look at these evil ass bitches sitting down and enjoying Christmas when they fucking hate Christ. They hate Jesus Christ. Why are they sitting down enjoying Christmas? It's because these fake ass Christians in America can't tell the difference between a demon bitch and a human bitch. Okay? I'm a human bitch. I'm still a bitch. I'm mean, right? But I'm not fucking ramshackle your family, steal from you, and rape your kids mean. Okay? Like, you gotta know the difference. And the fact that they couldn't tell is making me question. It's making me question. Where are the Christians? I said the Christians. Oh my God. My TV's all fucked up, bro. Because of Hollywood. But, like, where are the Christians? Where are they? Where are they? I'm the last one talking shit. Am I about to be dead? I don't know. I actually do not know. I actually do not know. I'm just saying it's abominable. If you're a real Christian, you should look at this and say this is abominable. They should not be allowed to laugh and smile and enjoy the things of Christ if they cannot be human. And for me, being human is synonymous with being a Christian now. Because that's how they fucking act. They act like anything that is good, wholesome, holy, and pure is basically the same thing as being Christian, and that makes them gag. You see them smiling and laughing here because what did I tell you? They're sociopathic as fuck. Haley admitted to me that she be getting her personality from either black women that she hangs out with or her mom. Because when she's not copying her mom or black women, she's a fucking bitch and a whore. She will randomly just freaking sex traffic herself because she forgot who she's supposed to be, pretending to be. Something that, they wanted me to fix. How the fuck am I supposed to fix that for you? Right? I did pray for her. I did fix it. That's why she needed to marry. Suddenly she was like, I need to get married. That'll stop me from being a slut. Justin had the same dumbass idea. And I realized it's not marriage, bitch. It's you. It's you. You're just really meant to be a devil worshiper, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change. Like, you're always going to be this fucked up. That's why we got to put you in a concentration camp. That's why we got to gas you. It's really nothing else. It's really nothing else. I don't have anything much to say about these two, so I'm going to turn this off. By the way, Justin Bieber is real. I was instructed to say that. I just wanted to let y'all know Justin Bieber is real. He's real. Okay? I don't even, yeah. Also, I feel like, okay, I don't know why I'm really shaky about this. I don't know. I must be about to reach some new level, new devil or something, but I honestly do feel really shaky about this. Like, don't think that I'm totally fearless, bitch. This is a war, and there are some, a little bit of scares going on here, but I feel like I need to say this directly. Just in case Haley watches this, I would not want her to see this because she's so fucking delusional, but just in case she does, I hate you, Haley. I do. And I don't mean in the way that I hate the dogs, meaning that I care if they even exist, but you specifically are a strange one. I hate you in a way that I don't care if you exist or not. I just don't want to see you around. I don't want to see you winning or getting anything. And I'm tired of having to tell you that because she still prays to me consistently, actually. And I don't know why. She still be bothering me. And I think it's because she, like I said, she thinks backwards and she's like, me being mean to her means I like her and that I love her. She probably, if I stole her house, like if I tried to kill her and steal her mansion, she would probably think, oh, she really likes me. This bitch is so delusional. So I'm trying to let her know I really don't fuck with you and I want you to stop pretending that I do. I want you to stop telling people that you know me and that you met me, you talked to me in the churches of Kabbalah, because that's the only interactions we've had. As a matter of fact, you could just start lying and saying you've never talked to me before. You never met me in your life. Because, I mean, in a way, shoot, I would say it's true because I don't even want to fucking know you. I don't even want to know the past you or the present you or the future you. The point is that I don't like you. So stop pretending like I do. Okay, I look back at my notes and guess what? It adds up with also what Haley told me before. She said she used to be black, right? But I said in my notes, I think she's a pig. I said that. I said, I think she's a pig. And I remember her telling me, no, I tried to look like one for the imposter age. A dog. That's what she said. She said, I'm trying to look like my dad and a dog for the imposter age. And I looked at her dad and I'm like, her dad already kind of looked like a dog anyway. Like, what she mean? Like, I don't know if she was lying I don't know if she was trying to make shit up to cover herself. But me personally, I still think she's a dog. But I do remember now, she said that she's a Beelzebub woman who was pretending to be a dog because she knew that they were going to be worshipped by the imposter. And remember in my book when I said that the imposter was Thanos and the dog women were his Gamoras because he really loved Gamora and hated that he had to sacrifice her. In real life, though, he didn't care that much after he found out how bitchy and stupid they were, how they were never meant to, like anything. But yeah, she really, I forgot she really did say that shit. I don't really think it matters. I just want y'all to know how fucked up they are. That's it. If anything, I want you to know this is how they talk. This is how they think. This is how they breathe. This is how they act. Me, I have such righteous indignation towards them now that I get angry if I see them laughing or smiling, bitch. Like, the dogs told me how much they showed me how much they hate the things of God. And I told you then, take them fucking teeth out your mouth, bitch. Because you shouldn't be smiling or chewing. I told one of them that. I hate to see a witch smiling. I hate to see her happy. If it's really that serious for you, if you hate God down to his barest bones, take that fucking walker off. Because one of them couldn't fucking walk, right? You deserve a walker. I think that old bitch was Ruth, right? So take that fucking walker away and just fall to the ground and crawl like the dog that you are. I don't even know why you're trying to walk on 2 feet anyway. Like, it really pissed me off that, remember when I said they would fucking gag if you tried to send positive energy their way saying I love you and all that shit? They hate that. They act like a trauma victim when somebody hugs them. But you slap that bitch, they'll smile at you and be like, thanks, daddy. Like, huh? That's why I'm fucking mad at this video. Like, what do you mean Christmas with the dogs? Ay. And then she called herself, I can't. Like, I don't know. I'm understanding that this is what Hitler was feeling now. And he got to this point. I think Hitler was like me. I think we all misunderstood him now. And that's crazy. That's crazy, right? But he literally must have tried to help them. He probably started off noticing that something was deadly wrong with these people, quote unquote, and tried to help them, and then came to the same damn conclusion that I came to after his family went up in flames trying to help those stupid bitches. He said they're unhelpable because they're sick in the head. They like being tormented, and they see it as a worship unto Satan that somebody would come and murder them after they've been annoying for so long. She was just so damn annoying. That's the last thing you say before you black out and fucking murder her. That's what he wanted. The devil, I mean, right? He didn't know he wanted that, but apparently to them, that's what they think he wanted. It's like he must have felt that way. He must have hated seeing them breathe. He must have hated seeing them even get up to go to the bathroom, walk across the street and say, hello, neighbor, pretending like they're human. He must have hated them that much that he rose to fame. And if I'm being honest, I'm trying to do that. I might as well just tell myself right now, nobody should make me famous. If I become an A-list celebrity, I will find a way to do it. I will find a way to fucking put these bitches in concentration camps and have them all murdered. I would probably do that shit. I don't think I need to be famous. I have been trying to get famous so I could tell people that they stole my art from me. Jujutsu Kaisen, Love in Deep Space, K-pop Demon Hunters, they stole that shit from me, right? I was trying to get famous off of that so I can, fix it and, show it the way it's meant to be shown. But really, it's not even about that anymore. It's really about the fact that we got to get these bitches off the earth. I don't know how, but someone has to do it. And I'll just look like I'm fucking evil. I'll just look like a fake Christian if I'm on national television telling people, no, we got to put them in the camps. Rev up those poison. Rev up that poison like it's time. It's time. And honestly, that's what I have to say. Before I end this video, I just want to give you a little snippet. Okay, I want to give you a little snippet. Because like I said, they wanted to be famous. They have wanted to be in movies and shit. They wanted to be. Cher Horowitz, when she was talking to me, she said that, what is the name of that? Single White Female? Yes, Single White Female. She told me that movie was based off of her living in New York with one of the dog women named Alicia. And this was the brunette one, not the blonde one that I exposed in my book. She is not as active as they are because she feels she is more human. So, fuck her, right? But Alicia and Ruth are the most active out of all of them. Grimm is also very active, but only in the East. We are in the West, so I'm talking about the West, right? They are real people. We all know, because sometimes I feel like people will hear this and be like, I met them before, but they didn't seem real. I know. It's like being an episode of Men in Black. But Cher Horowitz said that Single White Female was about her living with Alicia. She let that bitch in her home, and she tried to kill her and fuck her man. And she had somebody make a movie about it. And Cher didn't want to be in a movie because she thought it was beneath her. Like, bitch. Anyway, a lot of people had run-ins with Alicia back in the day, and a lot of scary movies are about her, right? So that movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, was inspired by what her husband did to her. I've been told. I don't know how true that is, honestly, because I've never heard of it, right? I've never even watched the movie based on it, but they said that in the 80s, it had to be the 80s, somewhere in the mid to late 80s, her husband got so sick of her that he took a chainsaw and a machete and cut her ass in half and then finished it with the chainsaw. Like, he cut her with a machete and then finished it with the chainsaw. And they I guess, I don't know, did it ever make national news? If this was real, why didn't nobody ever talk about it? And I realized they wouldn't talk about it. When these dogs die, nobody talks about it. Should they? No, not really. Who gives a fuck? But that's what they was telling me, that there was some movies based off of this bitch because she was that entertaining to them. That's why they kept resurrecting her after somebody would kill her fugly ass. They just told her, every time something's about to kill you, just jump out and go to somebody else. It's the imposter age. You can do that right now. You can do that now, right? She died at that time. And it wasn't the imposter age in the 90s. They thought it was, but somehow they were able to just resurrect her spirit by telling her to go into this blonde bitch and then force her to dye her hair brunette, because Alicia is always brunette. She has to be brunette, okay? Otherwise, she might get mistaken for the blonde one. I don't know. But what else? Yeah, I don't really have anything else. I'm just all telling you guys this so you can understand imposter syndrome and what it is, what it means, what it looks like. These girls have been in everyone's life, especially if they have a light. If you have a light burgeoning on the inside of you that especially threatens Satan, they have been around you some way, somehow. They have been connected to you. They've either come into your family saying, I am a cousin, or I'm an aunt or an uncle. And they will come in pretending to be like a part of your family, okay? Or they'll come in pretending to be a family friend. That's what happened with me. One of Ruth's predecessors is pretending to be a friend of my mother. She's not a friend of my mom. She's chaotic, and she brings roaches in our house whenever she visits. I do not like her. The Lord had to tell my mom several times, stop letting that woman back in the house, because she would come here just to drop something off on us, right? But yeah, my mom was friends with one of them. My pastors at the church met another one, right? Alicia came to me physically through the train station one day. My point is that if you are a threat to Satan in any way, expect them to be somewhere in your vicinity. All right? Expect them to be friends with your mom, friends with your dad, pretending to be your long-lost cousin. Expect them to be the new neighbor that moved into your neighborhood to fuck shit up, because they're always around. I don't want you to get discouraged and say, oh, I never met them, I must not be a threat. You should probably be happy then, because it means you probably lived a really good life, you know? And you might be a Beelzebub also, because they learn to leave her alone after a little while. Because, like they was telling me, she thinks she's not ugly, and that's why we don't like her sometimes. She ugly like us, but she just a delusional ass bitch anyway. Like, they enjoy this whole throuple thing going on. This idea, they was literally telling me, bitch, they was telling me they had this fan fiction in their head that Beelzebub is married to Satan and they're always happy, but when they aren't, it's her that comes in, the dog bitch in the story. She's like, I can fuck you to make you feel better. You know, just a little whore, and Satan's like, oh no, I've fallen into temptation again. Because in this scenario, he's a saint who just had a bad patch in his marriage, and here comes this little whore ruining it, and they always just love to be the whore ruining it. But Alicia said it was called the Omegaverse. And I'm like, that's not what the Omegaverse is, but for her, that's what it was. Her ruining Beelzebub's marriage because Beelzebub doesn't like the way she worships her. Okay? Even though they were saying, you do this shit too. Like, why you acting like you don't do that to black women? When Beelzebub likes black women, she treats them like shit and then says, I'm a fan of you. Why are you being so mean? And that's why I don't... Anyway, look, that's not what matters. The point is just now you know. Now you know. I don't think I have anything else to say. Okay, so I have no idea what else I'm going to say. This is just about the imposter syndrome. Now that I got this off my chest, out of my system, I feel so much better. I feel lighter. I am ready to talk about the goofy shit now. Okay? Because I know there were some people saying, why don't you tell us the funny stuff that happened? You know, because we hung out with celebrities and they made us laugh. And I said, that's their tactic. Laughing disarms you, right? It keeps you coming back. And when you think back at them, you remember that they still made you laugh, which is a good thing, right? I was saying that's just a tactic of war, but you're right. There are a lot of funny things. And it'll be even funnier since I'm not going to, keep them nameless. I'm going to name them. So I'll just do that in the next video. Bye.